Philip, how are you this morning? How's morale?
Hey, Dan, doing well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I noticed 8 kids. You have 6 daughters?
6 daughters,
Oh
2
my
boys.
God! You have how old's your oldest daughter?
Oldest is just turned 15.
Oh,
15.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Three girls. 3 girls were oldest, so we got 3 big girl helpers. So that helps out a lot.
Oh my God! Are you prepared for this though? 6 weddings?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know. 15 is when it really hit me. I was like, oh my goodness, it's going to the 9th grade. I don't know if I am ready for that.
Well, what's tougher, facing like the Raiders defense or having to deal with 6 daughters?
Well, they both present different challenges. as for sure. That's for sure. No, but it's awesome. They're all it's family's a great blessing. I have a wife and all 8 are healthy and happy, and it's been a good break. But as it always does, my wife always tells me, she's like, I can tell that training camp's almost here. You get a little on the edge.
Now,
So, right on the corner.
did you ask your college coach if it was okay to get married?
Well, I did. Chuck Amato. I was 18 years old. I just turned 19, and I just didn't know how it worked. We're supposed to be in the dorm for 2 years, and I was like, gosh, I guess I better ask coach. So yeah, he was on the list along with my wife, my father-in-law now, and college coach. They were both on the list of had to make sure I asked them.
What if he said no?
Yeah, I think it was one of those. It was one of those where you already think you know the answer. So I wasn't prepared for no. So I don't know what would happen.
But why getting married at 18?
Well, there was lots of factors. One I knew, and then both of us were trying to remain chaste till we got married, and shoot, the time was right, and we'd known each other since she was 8th grade. So it was all yeah. She is the one. She was 16 years now, so and 8 children. So everything's been awesome.
Who was your favorite player and team growing up?
I grew up in North Alabama, so until the Titans moved there, the Falcons. So pro football for me, I wasn't as big of a fan as I was college football. Being Catholic, I was a Notre Dame fan, and then I pulled for teams, in the SEC. I wasn't a huge Auburn, Alabama fan, which is a little bit crazy. Being a state, usually you're one or the other, pretty diehard. But pro football wise, I was a fan of quarterbacks. I had Marino and Peyton and Favre and Aikman and Elway and Montana. All those guys were the posters on my wall. So I was more of an NFL quarterback fan and then a college football fan.
Notre Dame recruit you?
Notre Dame did not recruit me. I went to camp up there just because I wanted to see it, and they didn't recruit me. They were still in that phase of running a little option and doing things. So I don't know if that was a great fit. That was a great fit either way.
Who they have? Like Tony Rice back then?
Gosh, it was or Jackson. There's a Jackson too, right? And then
Jarius Jackson.
Jarius Jackson, and then our year. I'm not sure who it was. Who ended up being? Yeah, we went to camp up there. Me and my mom and brother and sister drove up to South Bend and to Michigan. Actually, those were only schools up north, and I went to a camp. And neither one were real interested.
Did you hold it against those schools?
No, but you always want. No, but I always wanted to play Notre Dame, and finally got the chance to play them in the Gator Bowl there my junior year. We played them the year that they won 10 games. We won 11 games when we played them in the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville and beat them pretty good. So that was one of the college highlights for me.
He's Philip Rivers, Chargers quarterback. Do your kids, are you their favorite player?
Yeah, I think I can confidently say that. They have other guys they like and pull for, but and they're really starting to get into it. Certainly the oldest girls, 15, 12, and 11, they're into it. But my oldest son is 9, and he's the most into it. He knows he can tell you every quarterback and player and this and that. he wants to watch practice film with me and all that stuff. So he's all the way in. But yeah, no, I'm still hanging on to first place as the favorite player. So.
Okay, what if your son said, "I'd like to have a Derek Carr jersey, Dad"?
Well, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be faced with that question. But I'd be all right with that, I guess. At some point, I'd like to be done playing though, and then I think you might could handle it. But so far, there's just 17 jerseys in the house.
Have you thought about how long you want to play?
I don't have a year on it, or like I would like to play this many more, or play till I'm a certain age. But I feel like I got a handful left. I mean, I got 3 years on this current contract, and I'd like to outlast that if I can, health-wise. And if I'm playing well enough to where they still want me to stick around. I mean, I think there's a lot of factors, but I still love it. I still love the preparation part of it. I love the Monday through Saturday almost as much as you do Sunday in a different way. I love to get up and go in there and try to figure out a defense and be a teammate and be in a locker room and all those things. So I think when that goes, along with when your play goes, obviously that'll be the first thing that'll end it for you. But I think when that passion for wanting to go in there and get after it and prepare and all those things, I think that's when you know maybe it's the self drive of it is fading, but that's all still right there. I'm as excited as ever for this year, and then but ultimately I got to play better and play well, and hopefully I got a handful left.
How different is your personality on the field as opposed to off the field?
I mean, I don't know that it's different. I think it comes out in different ways. I mean, I the same passion that I like to play. It's the same passion I have being a dad and being a husband. It's not the maybe it's animated and as you see on the field, but it's genuine and it's real. I mean, I'm energetic and I have a love for the game. I have a love for people, love for my family. I mean, so I think really that's just the way in whichever arena I'm in, it's expressed differently. But I'm genuinely a passionate, enthusiastic person, and I think it just early in my career on the field maybe came across in a negative way, and I'd like to think maybe not so much now, that over time that it's seen as just maybe it's just like a big kid out there that just loves to play and the somewhat banter and talking that he interaction that he has with other teams, he probably would have it in the backyard with his brother and his buddies, and that's exactly right, and that's all it is. And so, but in a lot of ways, very very similar, but maybe not as animated and excited off the field, but still somewhat.
Well, I have a guy who is usually here, my booker, Todd Fritz. He's a diehard Bronco fan. And for some reason, he hates...
How about that?
He hates you. He doesn't know you, but he just hates seeing Phillip Rivers face the Broncos.
Yeah, and of all days, he called in sick today.
Yeah,
we'd have had a chance to. Yeah. We'd had a chance to solve everything. And he called in. He called in sick. We could have gotten it all straightened out.
Is there a message for Fritzy that you would like to deliver, Phillip?
No, I mean I think he falls in the same boat that most Broncos fans. I don't think I'm too loved in Denver. And there was a stretch there where we had a lot of success in Denver and against those Broncos. So I think that plays a part in it. They've gotten the best of us now the past handful of years. We haven't been on top, but once or twice, and so it's understandable. But it's funny though, because it's my favorite place to play. I love going there. The stadium's awesome, the setting with the mountains, and then the atmosphere. The fans are awesome, and then you're playing against what's been one of the better teams over the last 5 or 6 years. So it's always been one of my favorite places to go.
A tougher fan base to deal with, the Raiders or the Broncos or somebody else?
Yeah, well, I think it's in division to me, and some of it is because I think you played the most. But all three, Kansas City, Denver, and Oakland, all three, the atmospheres are all different and all present challenges, especially now that the Raiders have gotten things turned around. There was a little span there where maybe it wasn't what you'd always heard about, and then now it's back to that, and it's awesome. And in Kansas City, gosh, it's still as loud as any, and Denver's as well. So three tough places to go and three teams that are really good. I think our division is arguably one of the best in football right now, and I think it will be again this year.
I got you making the playoffs this year.
All right.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, Fritzy said you had no chance, but I said the Chargers are winning at least 10 games and you're making the playoffs this year. So just letting you know, I'm on the bandwagon early, so it's not one of those when you guys do well and then you guys say, well, nobody thought we would be here. I'm going to be there for you, okay?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a home playoff game in the StubHub?
I like it.
Something with it.
I like it. And I'm going to guess you'll sell it out too. Whether 25,000 seats?
It's 30. I think we'll fill that up. I think we'll fill that up in a hurry.
Explain this groove ring. These are wedding rings that
yeah.
Explain this.
Yeah, silicone. It's a silicone ring, and because your metal wedding ring. I mean, and you want to wear it all the time, but you have to take it off to lift weights. You take it off to play. Now with this, I can wear it no matter what, all the time. Never have to take it off, and it's a really neat. It's comfortable. It's breathable, so it doesn't sweat like some of the other silicone rings. They sweat and slide all over the place. This one, you hardly even know you have it on it. And I think what's even awesome with the groove ring, it's lifetime guarantee. So if you lose it, if for some crazy reason it breaks, which I can't imagine it would, they'll send you another one right away. So it's all the CrossFit and all the things, so many different things that have come in. In the last 10 years, so many people are active and want to wear their wedding band all the time, but they can't with a regular one. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Is there a website that people can learn more about this?
Yeah, I mean, if you just type in Groove Ring, Groove Life, it'll be the first thing up, and it's on there. And shoot, there's different colors, there's different styles. It can be sleek and look like your regular band, or they got powder blue and Charger.
Oh, I like that.
Colors, it got everything.
Can you do maybe you could send one to Fritzy and you guys could have a friendship ring, and then maybe we could bring you two closer together.
Yeah, maybe I can get him one that's orange, and then I can get him one that maybe has a 17 on it. And so he can pull for me on Sunday.
Hey, it's good to have you on. Any more kids on the horizon?
Not as of now, but. It remains to be seen.
Do a quick check, though. Do a quick inventory here, just to make sure there's not a ninth one that may have happened during the interview.
Yeah, we're all square. We're all good. All 8 are accounted for.
Awesome, Philip. Great to have you on the program. Thanks for being a good sport.
All right, Dan. Thanks. See you.
That's Philip Rivers. Groove ring. I think we get a friendship ring there for Fritzy. That might bring those two closer together.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.